Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Monday or thereabout. I'm so happy to be back outside doing some recording. So let's do some shuffling and begin with a wisdom oracle card or two, as my voice is not completely healed just yet, as you can hear. To begin for Monday, this card wants to come out, community. Okay, so the day highlights a community of importance for you, a gathering of energy for a sake of importance. Okay, good beginning. And we also have coming out the breathe card, all right? A sense of this being a period for you where you are being pushed to remember the importance of your breathing, all right? This could be through meditation, through moments of getting, out of your head. Naturally, the two can connect, or one leads to the other. I do feel as if there are moments where, taking your focus away from something in the moment to then focus upon your breathing will do you a lot of justice, all right? And I really want to say that for some, there's a community of importance that is involving a sense of, the message I'm getting is a breath of fresh air. Sorry about the background noise, but it does feel like this Monday gives us each this sense of opportunity to create, to develop, to maybe begin again, to change the outcome for ourselves or for ourselves. And there's also a thought of your mature way of being in comparison to maybe other people or somebody in particular, but maybe for some it's more so in regards to the way you are in a mature, advanced sense now compared to an old version of yourself. I don't know why I'm getting that, but never ending story at the bottom of the deck, because Spirit is saying that you are maybe seeing a focus coming to be on something that's repetitive, maybe a cycle, the expected, the normal within your life, while as well or more in general, there could be a focus on what you're doing time and time again, choosing maybe, against your health, right? Or against your success that you deserve and want. And this is leaving you needing to maybe reassess, but to choose better, okay? Or simply don't choose whatever that ends up being for you. But it does feel like a period of time where some of which are being pushed to choose love again. Whether it's because you haven't been dating recently and you've dealt with difficulty in the category of love within it in the past. Whether it was one person, multiple people, you name it. It's time to choose love again and dabble in the dating world, the dating scene. But it's interesting how I'm doing this. It's time to connect back to yourself while giving yourself the chance or the chances to connect with other people. And this doesn't just mean love, but, platonic connections and friendship and whatnot. And for some, it may be more about choosing love and bringing love back into a relationship kind of situation, or maybe even a platonic connection once again. But let's move on to some Mystic Mondays Tarot. I'm hearing the sun is shining, and it's a day where literally the sun is not literally shining due to Mother Nature. It feels like at the very least the sun is shining down upon you, being drawn to this reading, and that's something to be grateful for. That's something that you can utilize throughout this period to your advantage, and to see things work out for you more than they have been recently. But if I could pick up the deck for this upcoming day, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Lovers card. Yeah, so going back to the Never-Ending Story card, maybe even tying into the community and the Breathe card as well. So all three of those oracle. Your choices are epically important, all right? The good, the bad, and the in-between. The healthy, the unhealthy, and the in-between, or the combination of both. But we did again talk about love and the potential of which, and choosing that again within your life. And they're saying as well, when it comes to a commitment that isn't a connection within your life, for me, for example, it's going to be this channel, this community, this business. There's a sense of you bringing your love, attention, and passion into it in different forms, in different ways, and it's not going unnoticed by others. And I feel you'll even be pushed to notice this personally, whether it's in that moment or those moments, or maybe after the fact, or both. But the Nine of Cups, again, this heart imagery, is giving us the message of a wish fulfillment lying ahead. You might find there's a little bit of a hint towards the beginning stages of this wish fulfillment taking place at this time for some. And if that's not the case, then know that it's around the corner. Regardless of what this ends up being for you, it's something that you have wanted for a bit now. But the Five of Pentacles, because Spirit's saying you're going to find it's inevitable, it's impossible not to notice and focus upon at certain points who, maybe where, or what you don't feel in alignment with at this point. They're wanting you to remember, to gain the reminder of importance that to bond or to fully relate and get along with or feel in alignment with every single soul and energy within this world would be so unproductive. It's not what you're meant for. You know what I mean? And sometimes when that lack of alignment and disconnect is there with certain other people in your life, that's a blessing, you know, whether they have bad intentions, bad energy, or just they're simply not going to serve you energy-wise or experience-wise. But it may as well tie into you thinking about a new situation for the future. And Spirit saying if that's the case, I do feel it's at least for, let's say 3 to 6 months out, okay, at the earliest. But the Four of Wands, because things are smoothly shifting into place. That's the exact wording that's coming through. If we look at this sort of boxed imagery, with the walls of which being open, clear, they're saying you're protected, there's structure of importance in play, if not multiple, but you have that wiggle room, that space, that freedom to adjust, to figure out what's going to work more so than ever for you to your advantage now, even if it once wouldn't have or didn't. And so I find that this is a day where Spirit's saying, step out of your comfort zone as well. You know, I'm not saying don't utilize structure to your advantage, but, you know, where your control lies. As they're showing somebody standing within this imagery, in this box, and literally very dramatically taking one big leap, big step outside of that restriction that maybe you and other aspects of your life have set in place. And so the Monday that we're speaking upon, maybe even surrounding it, tells you to step out of that box of expected and normal, to let go of the comfort and the familiar, at least to an extent or in certain ways, and watch that benefit you instantaneously. Let's pull a couple more. I'm also hearing it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. Sometimes the purpose of, or even a result of stepping out of your comfort zone and creating such powerful, whatever ends up being for you, right? Things of such power and importance, it will entail imperfection. This came through in such an interesting, specific way for me when I was watching someone's tarot reading on YouTube yesterday. Excuse me, it was from the bird's eye view like I do sometimes on this channel. And she was placing the cards very confidently, right? And there was a sense of structure in the way she was laying them out, building upon each card and whatnot. But then there were some, like here, I know you can't really see it, where they're sort of, you know, evenly and purposely placed, but then this one was like a little bit off. And as a perfectionist, as somebody who likes things to be neat and organized, I would normally want to straighten that out, or at least to an extent, but it just felt right being a little bit shifted. And so Spirit's saying trust in the off aspects of certain things, trust in the imperfection, while there's so much purpose alive in every perfect and imperfect aspect of your day-to-day reality, but throughout this specific Monday period as well. Does that make sense? That was quite a rant, but what else is new on this channel? When you channel, you channel. Being drawn to the word knights on this construction area in front of me, The Knights of the Tarot deck are relevant. You might even find that you're shifting from embodying each different knight in the deck, that energy throughout this period. It's like at one point you're embodying and utilizing the Knight of Pentacles energy, then the next you feel like the Knight of Wands, then you feel like the Knight of Swords, you know, being a source and even gaining clarity, and then the next moment you feel like the I just almost said Nine of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and that playing into fulfillment in your emotional side. So see how that plays out for you, but there's something about that for you. But I'm going to leave this reading at that. I truly enjoyed it. I hope it was truly helpful. I look forward to seeing you in your next read.